In the Kids Cook Real Food household, my kids love Caesar. But I love Caesar. Everybody loves the Caesar, and it's always gone first. So my kids know how to make Italian and ranch, and I figure I better teach them how to make Caesar because we're always running out of my favorite. Caesar's a little trickier. My favorite. My favorite. Caesar's a little trickier than Italian and ranch. So what we're going to do today is I'll show Leah how to do it, and that way I'll be showing you too, and then y'all can make Caesar for your family. By the way, real Caesar usually has anchovies. Did you know we skipped those?
What's anchovies?
Fish. Little teeny tiny fish. I have some. Do you want me to put them in there? I'm thinking no. Okay, so I always, when I'm using a food processor, if I need fresh garlic, I start with that because I can, I want the food processor to do my work for me instead of having to crush each one by hand. Do you know how to use this yet, Leah? Okay, so put like maybe 3 of them. What we're doing is we're making a triple batch because did I mention everyone likes it and it's always gone? We're making a triple batch, but a single batch calls for 1 egg yolk, and I'm just using 2 eggs. So that makes it a little bit less thick and more pourable. It's just the way, like this is just kind of the way we always do it. So what Leah's doing is rolling the garlic in this little, I don't know what it's called, garlic peeler. And that's going to get the peels off. So top, tip those out. Let's see how we've done. 4, 5, 6. All right, so there's nothing else in the food processor. I'm going to whiz my 6 cloves of garlic first and continue with the recipe. All right, machine work. Awesome. Look at my ugly recipe here. Stuff that I make all the time, these are all like dressings and mayo. I always have them stuck inside my spice cupboard. So I snuck it out here today. It's ugly, isn't it? It's usually just for me, and I don't really care how it looks. Okay, so Caesar is an emulsification just like mayo. So we're going to use egg yolks and a couple different kinds of acid, whiz that up with some seasoning, and then drizzle in the oil. So we need about 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. Do I measure that? No. Should I leave that little piece of metal lid in there that fell in? No. Now at Kids Cook Real Food, we always move our ingredients to the other side, right? Although I kind of have them set up pretty. Let's move them way over here. That way if I get distracted, I know what I've used. The other acid is apple cider vinegar, and the recipe calls for 2 teaspoons. I know my lid is about a teaspoon. And remember, I'm tripling the recipe, so I'm going to use 6 teaspoons. Now, some of the spices, about a half teaspoon of mustard powder, so 3 times that will be 3 half teaspoons. Yeah. Or a teaspoon and a half if you love your measuring cups. It does take a little bit of salt and pepper, about a 1/4 teaspoon per recipe. So again, I just eye that up. You guys, usually we make Caesar with some fresh Parmesan in there, but I know, sticky lippy out. Leah is currently dairy sensitive. So we leave the Parmesan out, and you know what? It really still tastes almost the same, doesn't it? All right, now there are tools to separate eggs, but as we showed in our thematic skill lab about, what was it? Which one was it? I did it with Paul. No, it was Paul's level. I think it's the snacks. Pumpkin pie bars. Yeah, it's the snacks. Snacks thematic skill lab. Wait, I just cheated. So I'm gonna make my bullseye like we do in Kids Cook Real Food. And then, whoops, I gotta think that through. We want the whites in my little bowl here. Do you want to do the second one, Leah? Mm-hmm. Okay. The whites are going in the bowl. It's okay, I got a little yolk in my bowl. That's fine. I just don't want too much white up here. So just the yolk went in my dressing, the whites in a bowl. And what do I do with 2 extra egg whites? Honestly, we just, just pull it apart, like upright. Different than usual. Yeah, like that. And then the white kind of tips out and flip the egg yolk back and forth a little bit. Yeah, it's not too hard, a little gooey. So, what do I do with 2 extra egg whites? Usually we just throw them in scrambled eggs. Easy peasy. There are recipes that call for egg whites, like coconut macaroons, yum. But we just throw them in scrambled eggs most of the time. Now, I'm gonna whiz that up. Again, the acid, the yolks, and a little bit of the seasoning. That doesn't take long. Each batch calls for 3/4 cup olive oil. Olive oil gets sometimes a little too bitter, so I'm going to do part and part olive and avocado because avocado oil is still a healthy fat, but it doesn't have as much like bitter flavor. So I'm going to drizzle those in through the top. You could measure 3/4 cup 3 times. What I'm going to do is just drizzle it in because I know what my emulsification looks like. Because if I get too much oil, the emulsification will break and then it'll be super pourable. Yeah, it gets all liquidy and then I'd have to fix it. So hopefully I'll get this right because, you know, it's on video. So we turn it on with the opening up and I'll just pour. So you can see it's starting to get thick, even on the inside here. It's not dripping. It's not super thick, so it's going to go from like medium thick to super thick. And then if I overdo it, it'll break and it'll go back to thin, but hopefully I won't.
That's not very much.
No, I think it's at the super thick point. Okay, let's grab our spatula.
It, so how come it isn't that much?
Well, I'm not done yet. Oh, it's not even super thick. So one trick to making sure your emulsification works is to leave your eggs out of the fridge for a couple hours to warm up to room temperature. I have to admit, it's nicely thick. I only left my eggs out for like an hour though. So that could be part of the problem that it's not awesome. But really, like that's good dressing thickness. I just gotta go a little bit more. It'll be too tangy if I don't get any more oil in there. Plus, we won't have enough Caesar.
Cross your fingers.
Oh, see, now it's super thick. I shouldn't have enough in there. Look at that. Now there's the super thick.
Yes.
That's what you like for dipping carrots, don't you? And Leah's like, stop. But it might be a little too garlicky. You know, you could use garlic powder, by the way, guys, but fresh garlic has so many good health benefits, and since it's so easy to throw into the food processor, this is one place where I don't usually take that shortcut. Leah's getting all nervous. She wants it to stay super thick. That's so funny. So it's still really thick. If I don't put enough in, then we'll run out real quick. Do you want to taste it?
Yeah.
Go get a carrot or something. Tell me if it's too strong, too garlicky or mustardy. No, it's perfect. You think I should stop? Really? It's like there's more. It's pretty good. I like living on the edge though. We got a little more in there. So we have more Caesar. Living on the edge. We can do it. But I didn't break my... It's good though, look.
No, it's not that thick. It's only medium thick.
It's only medium thick, but it didn't break the emulsion, so I still win. Honestly, you guys, the hardest part of this process, or the most time-consuming part, I guess the hardest part is living on the edge. How long do you go? I think sometimes the most time-consuming part is just putting it in. Putting it in the jar. I forgot to take that out. Oh no. Usually I take that out first. But I was talking and I distracted myself. Good, that is why you wear an apron, friends, because that would have been, it might be a stain, but it would have been the death of my shirt. Ta-da! A little taster there. Caesar dressing. A little challenging, not impossible. Do you think you could do it yourself, Leah? No? That's not the right answer. She could. She just doesn't really want to. Maybe Paul will watch this video and learn how, and he can do it. We love our Caesar here at Kids Cook Real Food. You guys, when you empower kids to cook for themselves, not only are they more independent, more responsible helpers in the household, but sometimes they eat things that they wouldn't have eaten if they weren't involved.